All right, since we have only a few days left for Purim, instead of any Yaakov, we're going to learn some halachas. Um, I mentioned many times there is some terms, for some people think it's an old term. One of them is Purim meshulash. Purim meshulash, it looks like it's a very old term. It's not at all. It's not mentioned in any poskim. It's not mentioned in the Gemara. It's mamash mentioned in the latest generations. Sefer Kitzurim, very short halachas, but it's not, like I said, if you look at any Sefer halacha, Tur, Rambam, Shulchan Aruch, such a term is not mentioned. Now, what they mean with that term, Purim meshulash, that if Purim, like this year, in Chal and Shabbos, Shushan Purim, in Yerushalayim, so they're going to spread their Purim on over 3 days. They're going to do something on Friday, they're going to do something on Shabbos, and then they're going to do something on Sunday. That's what we call meshulash. Now, the reason you don't see such a term, really an old term, because according to some poskim, the Purim is not meshulash. It's only 2 days, Friday and Shabbos. Nothing goes to Sunday. We're going to go over it quickly now. We're going to see. Anyway, the way it's brought originally, it's brought in the Mishnah. It started on the first Mishnah in Megillah. It says over there, how could you sometime the Megillah read earlier, read Aleph, at Beis, at Gimel. Then it says like this: Chol is Erev Shabbos. If Purim is Erev Shabbos, which is this year, Purim is Erev Shabbos Friday. Kvarim Magdim Liyam Knisa. In the olden days, the villagers would make it earlier as Thursday. Va'ayoros Gedolos, big cities, Umokofos Choima, and cities with a wall like Yerushalayim or like Shushan Abira, Koirim Babayom. That's all says the Mishnah. They read on Friday, meaning today, since we don't have the villagers' minik reading it on Monday and Thursday, so everybody reading it on Friday. Now, so that's all it says. What about when you do Sudas Purim, when you do Mishlach Monas, Matanas Lavyonim, when you say Alanissim? All this is not mentioned. Here's what the Tur says. Purim Shechol Yes B'Shabbos, Kagon Tesvav Livnei Krochim, like the 15th of other for Bnei Krochim, which is like Yerushalayim and Azeh, like Shushan Purim. Dilu Yudaled Lo Yovel Lo Olam B'Shabbos. According to our calendar, Purim itself, 14th of Adar, cannot be on Shabbos ever. Only in time Beis Hamikdash it was. Now that we have the calendar all set, Purim is not going to be on Shabbos. So the Meile, the only Purim is Friday, and Shabbos is Shushan Purim. And Korim is a Megillah b'Shabbos. We never read the Megillah b'Shabbos. So in this case, Anshe Yerushalayim and Anshe Shushan Purim are not going to read the Megillah on Shabbos. Ela Magdim l'Kreitzo b'Erev Shabbos. Ukdesh Yizkeru Inan Hayom, since they're reading the Megillah on Friday, and Shabbos, that's the real Purim for them. To talk about the Yom Tov Doirshin Ben Yoneh. To them, there's an Inyan to speak about Purim on Shabbos. Okay, so again, so far from the tour, all we know that you're going to read the Megillah Erev Shabbos, talk about Purim on Shabbos. What would the rest of it? It doesn't say. So come to Beis Yosef when it says like this: Umatzosi Kosov Sheminag Yerushalayim Ligves Moes Matonas Aniyim Ulechalkom Babayim. So not only they're reading the Megillah on Friday, they're going to collect the money for poor people and give it out on that day, which is Friday. When Omrim Boy Alanisim. The minhag in Yerushalayim, they would not say Alanissim on Friday when they read the Megillah, like we do, we say Alanissim. And Moitzim by Sefer Torah. Also, on Purim by us, we're going to take out the Sefer Torah before Megillah Esther, we're going to read the Parsha of Vayavo Amalek. The Anshe Yerushalayim, they're not going to do that. They're going to just read straight the Megillah without taking out Sefer Torah. V'yom Shabbos, Shalafonov, Shoyo Chesel, Odo Kurim Parsha Zohar. We're like, the Parsha Zohar were all the same. Last Shabbos, everybody read Parsha Zohar. That's the only time we read Parsha Zohar before Purim. Okay. Umaftirim again. Now, Yom Tesvov Shu Yom Purim. Now, on Shabbos, that's Purim for them, for Yerushalayim. Omrim Ala Nisim, Umatzim Best Sefer Torah. The Sefer Torah we took on Friday to read Vayavo Amalek, they're going to do it on Shabbos. Yeah. Now the Beis Yosef asked a question on this minhag. Again, he brought the minhag in Yerushalayim. That they read the Megillah on Friday. They did Matanas Levyonim on Friday. Alanissim and reading the Torah portion, what we read on Friday, Vayova Amalek, they bring out a second Sefer Torah and they read it on Shabbos. But Timiani, he says, and I wonder, he says, Lama lo yamru ala nisim b'yom shishi shabo karim Megillah. Why do they postpone ala nisim? They should say ala nisim also on Friday. It says Timiani, it doesn't say any rulings over here. Now, in Shulchan Aruch, again, so far, we see from here, so the Purim is 2 days, not 3 yet, not Sunday. Again, they read the Megillah and the Matanas Levionim on Friday, and on Shabbos they're going to say Al Nisim and take out the Torah. What's with the rest of it? With Meshulach Manas Ishla Re'eyu, Sudas Purim, not the Bes Yosef, not the Tur, didn't speak about it yet. So here's come the Shulchan Aruch, like this. I'm reading him from Tarpat, Halacha Vav. Yom Chamisha Oster Shechalios B'Shabbos, 15 of other Shabbos, like this year. And Karim Megillah b'Shabbos. Magdim l'kros of Erev Shabbos. We read it Erev Shabbos. V'goyim moes matanas anim u'mechalkim es on bayom. We give matanas levionim on Friday, even in Yerushalayim. U'b'yom Shabbos motzim shnei sforim. V'shen Karim v'yova Amalek. That's what he just said over there. The basis of himself on the tour. V'omrim al anisim. V'en oisim sudas Purim. That's what we see now. Something new. We didn't see not in the Gemara, not in Tur. V'en oisim sudas Purim ad yom echad b'Shabbos. So he brings up here that Sudas Purim in Yerushalayim, they're going to do it on Sunday. We're going to see soon why. He himself wonder, why don't you say Ala Nisim on Friday? Why you postponing it to Shabbos? Now I would wonder why he said, do the Suda on Sunday. What's wrong with Shabbos? You have any nice Suda Shabbos, do Suda. So that's, by the way, so far we see this is the Purim meshulash. Friday, according to this, you read the Megillah, and you do Matanas Levionim. Shabbos, you're going to say Ala Nisim, when you're going to bring a special Sefer Torah out, second Torah, to read Parshas Amalek. And on Sunday, you're going to do Sudas Purim, and Matanas Levionim goes with that together, because it's part of the Sudas Purim. The people exchange their meals. Anyway, so that's what Purim Meshulash comes from. Like I said, the reason it's not mentioned before, because again, it's a term that came up with it. It's like poskim don't talk about in such a term, Purim Meshulash. Now, here is the Taz brings. The Taz says, Umaril Chaviv, B'tshuva Lamed Beis, Erich Barayos, Lasa Suda B'Shabbos. Maril Chaviv, he did a Suda, and he says, V'chen also Maisa B'Yerushalayim. He looks like he was in Yerushalayim, and he did Maisa. He told the people that follow his psak to do the Suda on Shabbos. He says, "V'gam mishloach monas manam ken ki hamonas me'asuda." So, whenever is the suda, that you do mishloach monas. According to Maral Chaviv, Rabbi Levi Chaviv, this name, full name, Rabbi Levi Chaviv, everything was finished Friday and Shabbos. According to there's no Purim Meshulash. According to Rabbi Levi Chaviv, Purim was 2 days: Friday, Shabbos, Sunday. That's it. It's over. They said Al Nisim on Shabbos. They ate the suda on Shabbos. Mishloach monas they gave on Shabbos, and it says over there to be careful with Eruv, even you're going to give to your people that live in the same chotzer that they have Eruv. So be careful, you could do it, it's doable. So Mimele, according to Rabbi Levi Chaviv, there's not Purim Meshulash, it's Purim Koful. It's only 2 days, Friday and Shabbos. According to the Mechaber, it's 3 days. Now, most poskim agree with the Shulchan Aruch, most poskim, and follow the Bes Yosef, the Mechaber. Some poskim agree with Reb Levi Chaviv. That's all done on those 2 days. There is a very strong proof to Reb Levi Chaviv that the Suda should be on Shabbos. I'm going to read from the Gemara. The Gemara says that we read the Megillah not on Shabbos, before Shabbos. And the Gemara says, Goyvim Bobayim Chalkim Bobayim, and we did Matanas Levionim on Friday. Why? Mipnei she'enem shel aniyim nesuas b'mikra Megillah. That's what they wait for. They know when we get our, the poor people say, when we get our presents from people, our gifts, our tzedakah, when they read Megillah. So if they read Megillah on Friday, they're expecting to give them, so not to disappoint them, we give them the Matanas Levionim on Friday. Then that Lashon of the Gemara I'm reading. Aval simcha and an eged ela bezmano. The joy of Purim at Bezmano. Rashi says, what's the pshat? Joy of Purim Bezmano. Simcha shel Michael o Mishte. the Sudas Purim, that's the Simcha, that Machal, Mishta Bizmano, B'Yudalet, Mitoch Shechoiva Bo Bayam Al Kol Yochid Vochid. Yeah. Anyway, so it comes out according to this, according to Mashma from Rashi, in such a kvius, when we read the Megillah not on Shabbos, like in Yerushalayim this year, we do it on Friday. You read the Megillah, you do Matanas Levionim on Friday. On Shabbos, you do the Sudas Purim, like Rabbi Levi Chaviv said, not like the Shulchan Aruch. It's a strong raya. So why the Shulchan Aruch and many poskim decided to do the Su'uda on Sunday? What's the purpose for that? Where did the Sunday come from? What's wrong with doing Suda on Shabbos? Megillah, okay, you don't want to take the Megillah, Shus HaRav, Shus HaYochid. What's wrong with the Suda? You're eating it anyway. So here is the lotion of they bring a raya from Yerushalmi that the Suda should be a special Suda, not Suda Shabbos. Because it says that Osu Yom Mishta V'Simcha. Osu meaning you should make it, not Shabbos is done on its own. Hashem does Shabbos. You don't do Shabbos. Hashem did Shabbos, so it's not you should do on Shabbos. It's not Osu Oisoi. You should do it. And here he brings like this. The Garsin B'Yerushalmi v'Yasu Oiso b'Shabbos. But Ma'aral Rabbi Levi Chaviv said, do it on Shabbos. Yerushalmi Azakah, do it on Shabbos. Take he says.
The Suda.
Yeah.
The Suda. Okay.
Yeah. Amar le la'asos oisom yemamishta v'simcha ksiv. As shimchosa tluya bevezdin la'asos, you should do the simcha. Bezdin decide when is according to Kiddush HaChodesh, when the calendar, when is Purim, and then you do that so it's your initiative. La'asos oisoi. Says yotza zeh. But if it falls on Shabbos, it's Simchosa b'dei Shamayim. The Simcha Shabbos and mitakonas Mordechai b'dei Shamayim. Before Mordechai, we had Simcha Shabbos, every Shabbos, Oilik Shabbos. So Mele, so Purim have to be its own special Suda, not b'derech Agav coming with Shabbos. How are you going to know it's Simchas Purim? Every Shabbos we'll eat a nice meal. That's why, based on this Yerushalmi, we do it on Sunday, the Su'uda. Also Mishlach Monas goes together with the Su'uda Purim. That's why, like I said, that's a Tzakesh Purim meshulash again, but that's not the old term, but that's what it is, Lamaisa. And Lamaisa, the Raya, I said, the Rabbi Levi Chaviv is a strong proof. So already many poskim, they go through this and they say it's not a strong proof, and we have to follow really the Yerushalmi.
So that means